Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, and we are building this LeetCode series playlist. Today we are going to solve the LeetCode question number 262, trips and the users. So we have been given this users table with 3 columns: user ID, band and the role. Consider there is the company which runs the taxis, and it has both the clients and the drivers. So any of the client and the driver can be banned by the company. Suppose in this case, the client has been banned. The client is someone who is going to sit, of course, at the back of the seat of the taxi. Then we have this trips, which is the transaction table. What it is showing? It's showing that every row is a trip, and this trip is completed. This trip was cancelled. So in this trip, if you see, it happens on the 1st of October, and the person who's sitting on the back side is this client, and the 10th user was driving the car. For this trip, of course, this trip has been cancelled by the driver. This trip has been completed. This trip has been cancelled by the client. So the cancellation can happen at the driver's side or at the client side. What we need to find? We need to find the cancellation rate every day. Basically, we have to group based on the date itself. And also how it is being calculated. It is being calculated by dividing the number of cancelled requests. They have to be unbanned users with the total number of requests. Of course, they also have to be unbanned users on that day. So what we have missed here, that this client 2 has been banned by the company. So this trip will not be considered while calculating the cancellation rate. Now we have only 3. The 2 is eliminated. We have 3 trips and 1 is cancelled by the client. So 1 divided by 3 is 0.33. Now let us consider for this date, 2nd of October, we have 3 trips that has been completed and no cancellations. So of course it has to be 0 divided by 3, but this 2, which is the banned user, the 6th row will be eliminated. So it will be 0 divided by 2 only. Of course it comes out to be 0 again. If we consider this for the 3rd of October, we have these 3 trips, but this 2 is basically banned. So the 8th row will not participate in the calculation of the cancellation rate. So only 2 trips are there. 1 is cancelled. 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. Hope you are getting the question clarity. Now we will go to the data grid and try to solve the question. I am in the data grid and already created this table users and the trips. Now what I really want to add a column here so that I could clearly know whether this client or the driver ID is banned or not, so that I could filter out those rows. So I have to check this 2 and this 11 in this users table whether they are banned or not. If any of them is banned, the answer is banned. So how we could do this? Select star from trips. I will just say T, and I could just here itself filter out, because we need to calculate everything between the 1st October 2013 and the 3rd October 2013. I will just do like this only here. We greater than equals to this. Of course, in this table, all the data is between these 2 dates only, but I do not know for the other test cases what will happen. So I'm just, for the purpose of safety, I'm just adding this condition between this row and this date. Of course, it will remains the same as the above table. Now I have to check one condition here. I will say case when select star from users. Let me give this an alias name as u, where u dot user id equals to t dot client id. If it comes out to be yes, then I will say make an entry as yes only. When I will say again, of course this has to be banned only. Again I am going to check. Now I am going to check for the driver ID. If it is yes, then yes. Else I would say it is no, and as banned. The column has been created. Let me just check this. out. See, a column has been created band. Okay. Now I have to group by based on request date. Then select star from. First of all, I will just say before grouping by where band equals to yes. And that's why we have created this column band and then wrap this up like this, because we want to put a condition on this new column. Now I am going to group by based on request at. If I do this, the grouping has been done. We need to count the trips now and the cancellation trips now. So what I'm going to do here, I just want my request date and I want to calculate the total trips when the grouping has been done. This can be done by simple count star only as total trips. But now I have to calculate the cancellation trips. But I need to put a condition where the status is cancelled by the driver or by the client. When we have to put a condition and calculate the count, we use sum instead of count and then put a condition like this. Case when status equals to cancelled by driver, hope you're getting it here, or status equals to cancelled by client, then I will say then 1 else 0 end. Now this will become a cancelled trip. Hope you're getting the gist here. We have done this in our previous video. Whenever we have to calculate the count and we have to put a condition inside this aggregate function, we use sum rather than count and we say 1 or 0 based on some condition. If I just run this query now, see, I have got both the total trips and the cancelled trips. Now it's quite easy. I'm just going to wrap this again at y. Select star from. I have to just use this request at as day. I just need to calculate the cancellation rate, which is of course equals to cancelled trips divided by total trips as cancellation rate. And if I run this query again, we should be able to get our answer 1, 0 and 0, which is some kind of a wrong. I need to check what it is. Sorry, the band has to be no. Of course, the band has to be no. We have to just filter out those rows where the band is yes, but we have to write no because we are trying to retain these rows. Now if I run this, now it's coming out to be perfectly fine. I have to just round this now. See what I am done. Of course, I was just using the banned users only. I have to use unbanned users. That's why band equals to no. This is the wrong condition where I have put it. Now I have corrected it. If I just run this now, I have to do it at the 2 position. If I check this again, this is okay and very much equals to our output. Now I will go to the LeetCode and try to submit this question. I am the LeetCode. Let me run again the test case 1. Yet it is being accepted. Let me run against all the test cases. Hope this I am able to beat 94.82%, which is quite nice. So the main point of the question is how you could write a condition inside an aggregate function, and we have done precisely that only. I am hoping that you are watching all this video in the sequence wise. If you watch like that, then you will get the most out of this video because some of the topics have been explained earlier. If you are liking this content, then please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel and also share this video to all your friends. Till then, happy learning. Bye bye.